For my project, I decided to look at different learning management systems because I found that throughout the program I've needed to use a learning management system and I've never known what would be best for me. So I thought it'd be a good resource for other teachers as well to take a look at to see if what they want in their program is there. So I looked at Schoology, Course Sites, which is the free Blackboard, and Canvas. I also looked at Google Classroom and Brightspace. Google Classroom, the free version, does not offer the same thing that the paid version has. I'm not going to discuss it. For me, I found that it was not very useful. And for Brightspace, I'm not going to talk about much. It's the one I use for virtual high school. So this was for me individually to see how these other ones compare. So I want to talk about Canvas, which is this, Blackboard or Course Sites, and Schoology. And there's a few features that I'm going to highlight. They all have fantastic features. If you look at the main checklist, most of them have, grading, discussion board, online testing quizzes. You can put links in there. You can have your files stored on the cloud. There's a class calendar. It's easy to find a syllabus. So most of that is there throughout all of them, but a few of these features, a few of these learning management systems have some features which are very unique, or if in the way that they present themselves, and that I don't think we really think about as K-12 teachers. The first one that I want to talk about is the ability for parents to take a look at what their kids are doing. In Canvas, there's an observer role, and then there's a specific parent app that parents can sign on and use, and that allows them to see what their students are doing, what's due. They can't participate in the course, but they can observe. And then Schoology offers the same thing. You have to go to, if you look at the different members, this is your class code, but then you can get individual access codes for parents. So Mr. Hill's parents can see just what he's doing. They have their own access code. I did use that when I was using this year, and the parents loved it. So that's fantastic. Another thing is viewing what the students are doing when they're online. And that is something you can do through all three of these, but each one offers more information. So with Schoology, you can look at individual users, how long they've been in the course, the posts that they've had. You can take a look at the assignments in general, how many have been viewed. You can take a look at how many discussion posts there are, and then how many times your links have been clicked on. But for the most part, it doesn't give you super individual use per user. If you go to Blackboard, there is a something here called, well, if you go to course reports, you have a lot of different reports that you can use. This one shows you have your student overview for just a student to see what the student is doing themselves, and then you can see in general how the users have been acting. So this is more like what you see in Schoology, but this gives you a lot more detailed information in the course. It shows the time spent in the course, what they're doing when they're on the course, what items they're looking at, what content areas they're looking at. So that's very helpful. And Canvas does the same thing. If you look, if you go home, you have course analytics, and you can look on that. And again, it doesn't show you as detailed information as you see on Blackboard, but you do get general activity. You can look at an individual student to see what each individual student is doing as well. So when it comes down to wanting to see who's doing what in a course, that is available through all three of these. Then there are other small things that stand out in some. For instance, in Course Sites and in Canvas, you are able to create so if you're creating an assignment, or if you look at an assignment, you are able to actually record from your webcam straight into the document. You don't have to use any type of third-party software, and the Course Sites does the same thing, so you don't have to worry about that. Course Sites and Canvas also work with textbooks, so if you use McGraw-Hill or if you use Macmillan textbooks, those work there. And each one has a large series of apps that are available. Once you've gone to the settings page and you've hit the apps page, you can see that Canvas has many apps that are involved in its learning management system. Blackboard also has a large number of those, and Schoology does too. So, or Schoology. See, I can't pronounce it right. But regardless, if you take a look at the checklist, each one has so many different features. Some of them have achievement badges, so you can create badges to encourage kids to do better. Some of them have attendance features, which is good for blended class. But I encourage you to take a look at the different features that were examined. It'll help you determine what learning management system might work best for you.